Thank you, Ethan and Nia. Well, good evening, everyone. And before I start, I'm going to once again commend that amazing ensemble that we heard on stage to open our evening. Every time our ensembles start, I literally hold my breath. My goddaughter is starting prep next year, and she tells me that she wants to be in the band, which sings to my heart. So I look forward to seeing her play as beautifully as those students under the tutelage of our incredible music teachers. So our college captains have welcomed our distinguished guests, and I would also like to welcome them and thank them for their continued support of Varsity College. It truly does mean a great deal to us, and we couldn't do what we're doing without the support of our community. So thank you to all of our guests this evening. Welcome parents and carers and family members and staff and students of Varsity. Thank you for being with us this evening. This evening is an opportunity for us to all formally recognise and celebrate the outstanding achievements across our college. A foundation of our college, as you've already heard, are our 4 pillars, and they are integral to the fabric of who we are as a community, and tonight we are celebrating them in all of their glory. Most importantly, though, tonight we are celebrating our incredibly talented and hardworking students and staff. I am humbled by the amazing work that is done by them across our college. And 2022 has been one of our busiest and most successful years to date. After once again having to endure a little bit of a rocky start to the year with a 2-week delay to the commencement, then an extreme weather event, we've managed to put together what has been an action-packed calendar. It's not possible to share all of these events and activities this evening, but if you've been following our social media and Varsity Life platforms, you will have seen everything that's been happening in this amazing school. We have a rich school life, and students at Varsity have tremendous opportunities to participate in anything really that their hearts desires. So tonight is about celebrating all of that. Trying to pick the highlights across our 4 pillars was incredibly difficult. I have put together a bit of a snapshot, but you will also see a great video year in review courtesy of Tyler Chamberlain and Luke Shakatano, who do an amazing job with our content across the year. We start the year with academic pillar. Our 2021 Year 12 results continued to build on the strength of our previous years. We had 10 students that achieved an ATAR over 99. We had 40% of our ATAR eligible students achieve an ATAR over 90, with 75% of Year 12 students attending Varsity College being ATAR eligible. This is a large number of students, and it's a mammoth effort by staff and students alike. So congratulations to all of them on this incredible achievement. Jade Kaya was our Dux for 2021, and she was presented with this honour at our leadership induction ceremony at the start of the year, and it was lovely to have her back and celebrate her achievements there. She achieved an ATAR of 99.65 and is currently studying a Bachelor of Economics honours degree at the University of Queensland and doing very, very well and loving university life. At Pillar Assemblies this year, we have proudly given out over 750 badges. Our Year 12s have been the fortunate recipients of the Shields this year. I'm sure Year 12 families will know what I'm talking about. And tonight, as Mr Morgan has said, we are giving out 350 awards. So strap yourselves in, folks. But I'm sure there'll be a lot to keep you entertained throughout the evening. Many of our students are receiving multiple awards and across more than one pillar. They are incredibly versatile, the students of Varsity. So we congratulate you all on your success. Learning at Varsity is not only at the highest quality, but it is also fun and engaging. This year, just as recently, our Year 2 and Year 10 students combined for a science excursion. The cutest thing you've ever seen and the best thing about being in a P12 school. We also have field trips to Fraser Island, the Gold Coast Careers Festival, Currumbin Wildlife Sanctuary, virtual cultural exchanges with Nang Kwang High School, and I believe we're hoping to actually get over there next year now that travel's back on the table. We have challenges everywhere: Ancient Egypt Challenge, Academy of Maths Science Bridge Building and Catapult Challenge, CO2 car drag racing, debating, the STEM Girl Power Camp, robotics and coding competitions and challenges. And all of these activities provide our students with an opportunity to engage in learning that is rigorous and rewarding, but most of all enjoyable. We held, as I said, our leadership induction earlier in the year, and it's now that time in the evening where I want to commend and acknowledge the work of our 4 amazing college captains. These 4 students are captains of one of the biggest schools in the country, and that is no mean feat. I often say that the process they go through for captaincy at varsity is probably more rigorous than the process I went through to get this executive principal job. But they do such a great job, so I would like to congratulate Ethan Bryson, Nia Jones, Ryan Barwick and Onima Chowdhury for their leadership this year. They have represented themselves, their beautiful families and our college wonderfully, and we're all very proud of them. We thank them for their leadership service to our school. Can we give our captains a round of applause? I would also like to thank our academic pillar captain Ryan He and pillar leaders Cara Lay, Maria Ishmael, Queen Aguo and Soraya Conway. Thank you for your work in the academic pillar this year. Sporting pillar was showcased by our teams of Vikings heading to a huge variety of sporting competitions. Unfortunately, we couldn't get any of them on the ground at school. Athletics was the only competition that went ahead this year, or carnival that went ahead, with swimming and cross country having to be cancelled. And it is difficult when you lose those events because they're a really important part of our school culture and the kids love them and so do staff. So it was difficult to lose them. But this year we introduced Victor the Viking, our mascot to school, and you'll get to see a bit of him in the footage. He has been a big bonus for us and we love him and we hope to see him a lot more next year. There are many stellar performances, podium finishes at the Queensland State School Swimming Championships. AFL absolutely shone this year with the performances of our students, particularly our senior girls. Yes, I heard one of the girls go, woo. Particularly our senior girls. We have really been chipping away at that competition for a long time, and we always come up against PBC and we never get across the top of them, and this year we did, and it was just a thing of beauty. So I'm a little competitive. And we now have 5 students from varsity that are setting themselves up for a career in the AFL and the AFLW. That's a massive effort. 3 students attaining All-Australian honours and 2 students representing Queensland. So congratulations to our AFL students. It's a brilliant effort. Rowing, we have punched well above our weight in rowing. We are one of only 2 state schools that participate in rowing. It is an incredible sport, and it's a sport that our guys are doing phenomenally at. At the championships, there were 48 teams, 775 athletes, and all of our crews made finals. That's a brilliant effort from our rowers. We also competed in, now there's a lot of acronyms here, so I apologise, I don't want to stumble over them. We love an acronym at varsity. We participated in the finals of the CBSQ basketball and finished in the top 6. In the football, we competed in the QFSL grand finals, finishing with a win to our intermediate boys and 3 minor premierships. And our athlete development, or our ADP students, tackled the gruelling Raw Challenge course, as did some of our teachers. It's probably as much about that as we need to say. And I believe that Miss Morrison was washing the mud out of her ears for about 2 weeks. Once again this year we acknowledge the importance of sport to our school in our Night of Champions at Metricon, and this evening we'll be presenting our major sport awards. It was unfortunate though that our GIPSA competitions were completely cancelled due to COVID. Last year we got through half of them, so we are truly looking forward to 2023 so that we can get back into inter-school sport next year. And I'd like to at this point thank all of our staff who go above and beyond to coach our teams. They're always there to provide their guidance. They are very selfless and giving of their time, so if we can give our sporting coaches a round of applause. And thank you to sporting pillar captain Ziad El Gamizi and pillar leaders Ava Swain, Dakota Whitrod and Monique Lovelock. Sorry, Monique. The cultural pillar took centre stage this year with our musical, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. The hype around the golden ticket in our college community was truly palpable, and it was palpable for months. For the first time ever, all 3 of our performances were a complete sellout, and audiences were not disappointed. But we were not finished there with a string of first placings, as I'm sure you can tell, and highly commended across Gold Coast to Stedford, state finalists at Fanfare, multiple selections for the Australian and Queensland Honours Ensemble programs, student selections for Creative Generations, and so that we did not rest on our laurels, we thought we'd round all of that up with a massive Arts Under the Stars showcase evening that was supported beautifully by all of our community, and we thank you for your support. How are our pillar captain and leaders even standing? So a massive congratulations to pillar captain Kayla Frew and our leaders Amy Shields, Ryan Lee and Mandy Wong. Final pillar, community. It's thriving at Varsity with the opportunity once again this year to participate in a number of events. Kokoda was a big event and it continues to draw a lot of teams. We participated in the 48 and 96 kilometre courses. Shave for a Cure, once again we had staff members and students line up to shave their hair. Female staff members lining up to shave their hair. Unbelievable. And we raised over $10,000. That's more than double what we raised last year. Our Anzac service is still one of our most cherished events where students and staff pause to pay respects to the service of our military men and women. We also had events. Now there's a little bit of a list. National Day of Action Against Bullying, NAIDOC Week, Harmony Day, Are You OK Day, Mental Health Week, Generation Green environmental events and initiatives, International Women's Day breakfast, we're at Purple Day, LGBTQI+ events, and this year a very special Indigenous artist in residence who presented the campus with a mural and totem poles representing each one of our college values. And they are proudly on display in our orange quad. And I would like to thank our community pillar captain, Zach Carney-Campbell, and pillar leaders Lockie Dugan, Sophie Costanzi and Connor Dobson for their hard work this year. So that's the wrap-up of our 4 pillars. Let's give them all a big round of applause. As one of the largest schools in the country, the success of this college is due to the work of many people. So let's head into the thank yous. In recognising these people, I would like you to know that we sincerely appreciate your support and value your commitment to our school. We are very well supported and recognise the hard work and dedication of our Varsity College P&C. They are a great support for me and they are a great support for our students. And this year they have raised tremendous funds to support our students at Varsity. I would like to thank our President, Mr Colin Frew, the Vice President for the primary campus, Mel Bryson, and Vice President for the secondary campus, Marion Frew, for your continued support, not only in fundraising, but also in building our strong community relationships. I would also like to thank those members of the School Council that provide strategic direction and support for the college as we look to the future. And Mr Dan Mains was our Council Chair this year and before he went on leave did an amazing job. So a special mention also to our student members Blake Atkins and Lena McCoy, who you will see later on this evening. In a large school, teamwork is the basis for the foundation of our success. And I'm privileged to work probably across all of those teams. And it is a fantastic group of people that are not only committed to your students, but we like to have fun as well, and that's really important. I couldn't perform my role without the unwavering support of our heads of school, and I sincerely thank Dan Moroney and Greg Morgan for their wisdom, guidance and support. They are a formidable duo and lead their sub-schools with a clear focus on achieving great outcomes for our students, and both gentlemen are absolutely fabulous to work with. We have a large leadership team of deputies, deputy heads of school, heads of department, deans of student and program coordinators, all who are committed to the success of our students. We also have a dedicated corporate services team who is led by our Business Services Director, Carmel Conlon. The support services provided by her and her leaders is something that allows us all to focus on the core business of teaching and learning. Our college support staff are there each and every day to support students, and many of them are here with us this evening, and it's lovely to have you all with us. You go the extra mile to help wherever you can and whatever way you can, so thank you for supporting us and thank you for supporting our students. Parents and carers, tonight the accolade your child will be receiving is a tremendous endorsement of you. I say to students all the time, you are a reflection of your family. You represent your family, you represent yourself and you represent your school, and I can tell you that the students at Varsity do this brilliantly. The example you set as parents is one of the strongest motivators for our students to push themselves to achieve their full potential. So thank you. Students, can we give our parents and our families a massive round of applause, please? Okay, I'm going to head into the teachers now because my last job is to present the teacher awards for the evening, and then we get into all the, the next 2.5 hours of our students. But our students cannot excel without the work done by our teachers. And for many of us, teaching is a calling. It's something that many of us actually knew we always wanted to do, and that's why teachers are very special people. The opportunities, the initiatives and the achievements of this year, as I've said, would not be possible if it were not for the dedication of our teachers and the commitment that they have to our students. The role that teachers play is challenging. The landscape of a teacher has changed so much in the last 10 years. It's something that's almost completely unrecognisable to me in some spaces. And our teachers at Varsity continue to put in the hard yards and do the work. They are caring and committed. They are more caring and committed to their students than anyone I've ever seen. And I say that every year, but it is absolutely true. So I always put in a quote about teachers, and I'm sure my teaching colleagues will relate to this one, and maybe some parents in our audience as well. The dream begins most of the time with a teacher who believes in you. They prod you, they push you, and they lead you on a journey. Sometimes they're also poking you with a sharp stick. And that's certainly, I think, sometimes how we feel at this end of the year. Teachers, thank you for your support as our students continue to dare to dream. Can we give our teachers a round of applause? So, to conclude this evening, I am going to present some awards to our teachers, and I am going to once again ask Mr. Ray Stevens, MP, member for Mermaid Beach, he was up here last year with me presenting these awards, to join us on stage to present these awards to our staff. Thank you, Ray. Now, I'm not sure if this first teacher has been able to make it tonight, but we're going to acknowledge her anyway because a number of our students would say that she has been pivotal in their success. So this first award for the evening is for dedication to students. The teacher receiving this award is passionate about the vocation of teaching. In fact, when you see her, it is very easy to see that teaching is her calling. She is a wonderful role model for all staff due to her calm and quiet manner. As a teacher, she goes about her business with no fuss or fanfare and is always putting her students first. She was instrumental in the initiation of our Future Teachers Club, which is a really important club at our school, as a foundation mentor, and has inspired a number of our graduating students to pursue a career in education. She is dedicated to ensuring that our senior students are well supported in finding their pathway post-school, and each year she spends countless hours talking to students about their QTAC applications and personal statements for their university scholarship applications. Her wisdom and support is greatly appreciated by students and staff alike, and this very deserving Teacher of the Dedication to Students Award this year is Alison Baumgartner. I don't believe Alison has been able to join us this evening, but I wanted to acknowledge her and we'll certainly make sure that she gets that award. Thank you, Ethan. Our next award is Innovation in Teaching. This teacher is always working to build her skills and actively engages in professional learning to improve her teaching practice. She engages students in their learning through a range of innovative pedagogical strategies, and coupled with her passion for history and her love of learning, has worked tirelessly to engross students in the world of history, not just to learn about the past, but to also strive to create global, critical thinking human beings. She is a valued and highly regarded member of our expert teaching team, where she's worked exceptionally hard to support her peers in improving their teaching practice to support students in their learning and become better practitioners. Her vibrant and dynamic approach to teaching makes her a favourite of our students, and I would like to congratulate Corinne Gilday. The next award is for an inspirational teacher. This teacher is someone who puts 100% into everything they do, whether it's about differentiating for the diverse needs for her students, developing fun games to increase participation in exam revision, we all know that's not easy, or developing outstanding learning resources in her senior classes. She is always looking for opportunities to improve her student learning and makes it as engaging and inclusive as possible. She is able to balance the delivery of the incredibly high cognitive demand of senior chemistry programs with the support required for students to build their confidence and skills to succeed in such a difficult subject. This level of passion is transferred to every subject and every child that she teaches to make sure that all students have their best chance for success. Congratulations, Jasmine Foster Tuddenham. Our final two staff awards are what we call our Service to School Award, and we give one for our teaching and learning side and one for our corporate services side. So teaching and learning. This recipient has been instrumental, I'm going to give it away straight away, in the development of our Chinese immersion program since the opening of this school. That's a sustained amount of time to work on languages. She coordinates the long-standing relationship of our Confucius Classroom project, with grants received through this project benefiting our students, and have grown our Chinese program to be one of the best in the state. She works tirelessly within a small faculty to support a large Chinese language and cultural program, and has most recently been selected to join the faculty instructional leadership team, where she will continue to develop and grow her support and innovation of pedagogy in our Chinese language classrooms. She is a quiet achiever. You don't hear her a lot, but she goes about her business each and every day. And when she does speak, she has something great to say, so we all need to stand up and listen. So congratulations to Debbie Lee. Our final award, or our final recipient, is Service to School for our corporate services. This staff member is loved by everyone, valued by all members of our school community, and quietly goes about his business with absolutely no fuss. He does not like being singled out for his work, so I'm thinking that he's going to struggle with what's about to happen. He is a team player. Nothing is ever any trouble for him, and he regularly goes out of his way to do the extra things that we ask of him. I know that two of his colleagues are here tonight, and they're probably already crying. He never complains. He always gives 110% to his role. He is everybody's friend, and he is well respected by our staff. Our secondary campus grounds are always looking immaculate, and on a school our size, with 2,000 students, that is a very big task. I would like to share a bit of an email that I received from a member of our public. Owen Kami is our recipient of this award, and many of you, if you're dropping your students off, will see him out the front. He's always making sure that the front of our campus looks immaculate. And there is a man who walks past every day, and he has a son who has quite severe Asperger's, and he doesn't like the noisy equipment. So every time Owen sees Grant and his son coming, he turns off all the equipment, whether it be the sweeper, the whippersnipper, the mower, and lets Grant and his son walk past. They go to the daycare next door in the Watso building. And he does that every day without even thinking. So Grant wrote me an email to thank Owen, and it was one of the nicest things I've ever read. But the final piece was, Owen's tiny act of kindness, I'm sure, it's not even a big deal for him. He gives me the impression that he is naturally a lovely human being. But it's a massive deal to my son who has Asperger's, and as a parent, it's a massive deal to me. And for that reason, I'm sending my child to Varsity College. So I would like to congratulate for a service to School for Corporate Services, Owen Carmi. His wife told him that he was coming for dinner tonight. He did not know he was getting this. Folks, can I ask you once again to congratulate our staff? And these guys are just a representative of the great staff we have at Varsity. I will also ask you to thank Mr. Ray Stevens for presenting our staff awards this evening. Thank you. It's wonderful to be here. It's wonderful that you're all here to celebrate your students. We love them dearly, and it's great to see them all succeeding, so I hope that you really enjoy your evening. Thanks, everybody.